okay, we look decent.
I mean, yo, like war cry that shit.
Say,
Yes, drill sergeant.
But
No,
louder.
drill sergeant.
Video, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So as you read by the title, yes, we're doing the what to expect at the basic training.
Basic combat training.
Basic combat training at
Not
Fort Leonard
impossible,
Wood.
but not for the weak. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Prepared.
And my guest.
Hello.
So, what to expect, y'all? What I gotta say, y'all just have to listen. Like,
You don't even know where to start. Don't make it
Me
more
either.
complicated for
Right.
yourself than it already is. Like, the drill sergeants are going to be yelling at you and putting pressure and more stress on you intentionally, but really what they're asking of you is not that hard. Just
It's not.
execute. Literally, just do what they say as they say it.
you don't
Period.
think about it.
Just execute.
Just do it.
Seriously, like in the beginning, it's gonna feel like hell. There are gonna be moments where you're like, "What the fuck
What
did I
the
do?
freak did I get myself
What did
into?
I-
Like,
Yeah,
the first
exactly.
day. Oh my God.
That's intentional. If you try your best and execute, they will notice and it will get easier. If not, they're just gonna make it hell for you. I'm gonna tell you two
Definitely.
things that drill sergeants hate: kiss asses and people that half-ass it or don't try it. So don't be one of those.
Period. Don't be one of those.
Just because we're saying execute, don't be a kiss ass either. They hate that shit. They notice
Yes.
it real quick. You're not gonna. This is the thing about basic combat training. You are soldiers. We're all a team, a unit. No one is special. So you being a kiss ass, they're like, who do you think you are? You
Right.
try to be special? Do you want a special prize or something? Nuh-uh. They hate that shit.
Don't do that. And pay attention to detail.
Attention to detail
Attention
is
to
key.
detail.
And never look at them in the eyes. I'm gonna tell you something right now. They
God,
will
don't do
purposely get in your sight, in your face. You're supposed to be in
Like
the
this.
position of attention, like stare at the wall behind them or some shit, but do not look at them in the eye.
Do not.
And position of attention, when they say don't move, that means don't even move your fucking eyeballs. Don't move shit. You're looking straight ahead. Heels together, not feet together. Don't make that
Heels
mistake.
together.
Just heels together.
Oh my gosh, do not be the one.
Please do not be the one. Do not be the one that fucks it up for your whole platoon and
You
company.
will get smoked.
No, you will get everyone smoked. This is the thing. The drill sergeants do that intentionally, so everyone hates you. You will either all get smoked, or they will make you stand up and watch everyone while they're all getting smoked.
And
And
you don't
yes,
wanna
it
be that
works. They
person.
will start hating you.
They will start hating you. Y'all, phases, once you get in different phases, it gets easier. I'm telling you. But don't be
It
stupid.
depends on the company and the
Yeah,
drill
the-
sergeant. But like I said, it really does
Yeah.
depend on you. You know, we are all different. We come from different backgrounds. Some people have more physical strength than others, but what they really want to see is that you try and you push
Yes,
yourself. 'Cause they
and
can
work
tell.
together. You not like an individual.
Teamwork is key. And yes, this is the whole purpose of basic training, break you down from civilian, you mold you into a soldier. Teamwork is key. You are not an individual anymore. That's why
You're
it kind of
not.
feels like jail in the beginning, like they strip you from your individuality, your personality, you know, everything has to be the same. Females, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you better have your hair
Lord.
neat and tight. And the stickas bun, I did not like it. I'm still not used to it, but I got used to it because if not,
Well, you better
one
practice
female
now.
had one little hair out and the whole
Oh,
company would get
company.
smoked. Push up, whatever. Of course, it depends on your hair. If you know, you have mixed hair or whatever, you can have your braids or whatever. But like I said, what they really want to see and they notice all the time is effort. And here's an advice to you females. Bring hair products from back home. Hair products that work for you. Because the hair products that they have in the troop store are
Please
shit
do.
and you don't know when you want to go to the troop store.
You never know.
Look, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like hygiene products and that type of stuff bring, but don't be the idiot that brings the big ass suitcase like they're going on a 2-month vacation. You're just making it harder on yourself.
Don't.
From reception to the barracks to all the way here, when you get to your company and they smoke the fuck out of you, make you carry them bags, yes, you have to carry
You
all
have
this
to
shit
carry
yourself. So do not make it harder for yourself, okay? Don't.
We're trying to warn you.
Don't only bring like 1-2 civilian outfits at most. Like what
Or
you're
don't
wearing,
bring none at all.
what you're wearing at most, like one extra thing, because you never know.
Because you're going to buy more stuff.
You are gonna buy more stuff, and even
platoon.
in graduation day
Yeah.
and family day, you get a pass. You go to the big PX store. Most people go crazy. That's on you. But that's another advice. Don't be that person because you ship to AIT and you have very limited amount of stuff you can bring. And like I said, again, you're just gonna make it harder for yourself. Like I understand you're happy, shopping therapy or whatever, get yourself a little outfit or whatever the hell you want, but don't be the dude who or the female that gets like the fucking PlayStation or Nintendo Switch or whatever. Just don't do it. Wait till you get to AIT or wait till you go home if you're reserve or if you're National Guard. What else can I say? And try, really try. I mean, you get what you put in. For some people, it's a piece of cake. The PT we have to do. For some people, it's really hard. But if you do try, whatever your level of physical fitness is, you will get stronger. You will get faster. Be prepared.
You will.
I don't know if your recruiters tell you about the ruck marches we have to do.
Oh my gosh! Don't
prepare
get me
yourself. Stretch. Like
just start walking now.
Start running if you don't. Stretch. You know what's good? Yes. Start like running and walking miles with weight. Like I know they have like those vests with weights.
Oh yeah,
they
do.
That's a good thing to start with.
Make sure it's like 50 pounds. Don't
that shit kill me because
over.
I used to run every day, but I was just not used to, with that weight. If you're stationed in Fort Leonard Wood, it's in the middle of nowhere. The weather is very bipolar.
The heat
more bipolar than a lady on menopause. The heat is fucking disgusting because it's like that humid heat. I mean, I live in South Carolina, so I'm just used to that dry heat. Yeah. What else can we tell you?
The middle of nowhere, literally.
Always respond with drill sergeant and sound the fuck up. They just sound you will get your platoon, your company fucked up if you don't sound the fuck up. Like if you're the type of quiety mousy person, you better cut that shit up right now before you come here. And when I mean sound up, I mean yell, like war cry that shit. Yes, drill sergeant!
But
no drill sergeant.
And don't be like, don't have no other. Be like, but drill sergeant, no.
And don't hesitate. Don't have confidence. Don't be weak. Because they notice that shit and they will pick on you straight on.
Yes, they will. And make sure you learn the Soldier's Creed and the Soldier's
Make your life easier. Learn.
They're going to ask you, like,
learn that shit.
Day.
Learn right face, about face, left face.
Delta 310. They're going to ask you.
If you're in Bravo 310, if you go to that, especially third platoon, you're gonna get shot as fuck. And those drill sergeants don't play.
They don't.
But they're awesome. See, this is the thing. Usually, at the beginning, you're terrified of your drill sergeants. You hate them. But like I said, if you do good and you get under good side, because you deserve it, they're freaking awesome. And you won't trade it for the world. Like, I remember hating my drill sergeants in the beginning, and now I freaking love them. And I miss them.
You
like
will
that
hate them, I tell you.
Oh, there are times where you will hate them. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? They're crazy asses. But they're drill sergeants. It's a very respected profession.
What else? Your blue book, did I say that? Make sure you have that on you. They
don't lose that shit or the Warrior Schools book. Study it.
Do not.
Actually read it. I'm telling you, it really helps.
They ask you questions in that
and
blue
if you
book,
don't get it right, they'll smoke you. Or for example, like you're at the DFAC and you're waiting to get food, and if you get the answer wrong, your ass goes to the back
of the line.
Oh,
I didn't know y'all did that too.
Oh my God. Oh, tell them about the. Okay, so when you're at the DFAC and you're at the salad bar, bring your food to the bowl.
Bring your food to the bowl.
You won't be sounding that shit up around the whole DFAC. Do not talk or laugh. Because if you laugh, you will be sounding out shit. It depends on the company, the drill sergeant, but they'll make you sound out shit like my food, like my I like to ha ha ha, and I know it sounds stupid.
My food tastes better with my heels together.
Yeah, you better have your heels together, or they will make you sound it off. And when I say sound it off, I mean yell it at the top of your lungs, and they will still say I can't hear you and scream in your face.
Think about it.
Yeah, like, don't do it. It's not worth it. Just. I'm telling you.
The other side has to.
You want to make it easier for yourself? Take our advice. Nah, we can just run the way.
Scoot.
We already went through this. So we're just
bring your bowl to the food, please. Bring your bowl to the food. Don't talk in a big bag.
And I don't know, but like sometimes, especially in the beginning, I don't know if y'all company did this, but like when we were waiting for like everything to clear up, we had to have study material. And if we didn't have it, we would sound off because the typical answer, the drill sergeant is like, where the fuck is your study material? It's in my locker, drill sergeant. Sound off, my locker is getting smarter and I am not.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God, y'all, in the deep end.
And if you laugh at that shit, I had to bite my tongue so they wouldn't see me laughing.
Oh my God. You would join them. I'm telling you, don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it.
Future privates.
Like white face and blue face for my company, if we like moving slow or we need a radio, they be like, pick a private and be like, sound out, turn the radio on. Like, you have to stand up, march in time, and sing a cadence.
Oh, and when
Loud,
y'all start
sound
marching, y'all better be coordinated. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's what I'm saying. Before you go, it depends. Like, a lot of recruiting stations do, like, train you a bit before you ship out. So by that time, you should already know, like, right face, left face, half right face, half left face, about face, counter. Do me a favor. If you want to make life easier for yourself, learn counter column march before you go.
Do it.
Please.
It will help you out in the
Now I'm
long run.
telling you. That way you're not all confused and shit, and the drill sergeants don't fuck you up and start yelling at you and all. 'Cause it is very stressful.
It is.
We're not gonna lie, but obviously they do that.
But if we can do it, y'all can do it.
Oh, and don't complain about the uniforms. There's no like
Oh.
all the uniforms are gonna be huge
God,
on you.
don't start about that. Like,
They don't care.
They don't care what size
They
you
just
are.
want to
Don't
get
argue
you
with
out
them.
there.
Throw you
This is
something.
not my size. This
You
should
can
be.
see how big this uniform
It
is.
should really
like,
be like that. Well, not like that, but yeah,
Like, a little
Sorry,
bit,
ladies, you're gonna be disappointed. These shits don't give you form at all. It makes I look like I'm wearing a
You might
parachute,
get
but it
lucky.
is what it is. Some of you may get lucky. You could tailor it later, like after
Yeah,
you
you can tailor
graduate. You can buy another one. I
You
don't
can
know.
buy another one if you want, but
They're a little expensive,
they
but that's
are
on you.
pricey.
Yeah, that's another thing. Take care of your uniforms because they are pricey.
They only give you one
2
allowance
winters
a
and
year
2
for
summers.
uniform.
Yeah.
It's not enough either. So take care of them.
It's really not.
What else do we have?
What else can we say? Oh, that's a good one. Don't be that idiot that brings contraband to
Oh
the
my
barracks
God.
and gets your whole company fucked up. Like,
Please don't.
they-
We need to fix
you
new
may
ones
think you're slick,
at the
but they're just
cafeteria.
collecting. Like, they will eventually find out and they will fuck everyone over and everyone's gonna hate you.
And if you're gonna do it, be smart about it.
Be smart about
Don't
it. At
get
least
caught
try-
every time.
Exactly.
Don't get caught.
Don't be an idiot. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it at all.
Don't fucking do it. Just
Don't do
Wait
it at
till
all.
next day,
And make sure
just-
you carry 2 pens with you. Because you always
have
gonna
writing
have
material
something.
with you on all
sign.
times. I mean, our sleeves have the shits to put pens in.
And I have one like
Have that, or in your camelback that they give you, and this, the camelback to drink water. You know, you can put stuff in here.
It's
Always
like a
have a
little
little
purse.
notebook or whatever. It is, in a way.
in a way.
It's,
And make
first
sure
up
you
is
wear
a kid.
sunscreen. Make
Do it.
sure you wear
I know this
sunscreen.
sounds stupid, but getting sunburn is literally like against the UCMJ. Because
And
you
it
know
doesn't
your
matter
government
what color
property
you
and
are.
you're destroying it.
Wear the sunscreen.
Yeah, just wear
Wear
it.
the
Like, it does not matter.
It doesn't.
You don't want skin cancer.
And for when you're making a video, make sure you don't have your name tag.
Oh,
or
yeah,
uniform
especially when
ring.
you're doing kick or whatever. I know that's been like getting really popular, but because of that, the army is really against it. You're really not supposed to be having like any type of photos or videos with your uniform at all. You're not supposed to even like upload that you're in the army because they say that terrorists and all that, you know. They're on social media. They recruit people on social media and they do stalk soldiers. But, you know, not everyone listens. So if you are going to do it, make sure you don't have your rank and your name.
They still do shark attack. I just
They
wanna put
say
that out
they
there.
don't,
But
but
they
they're
do.
just not allowed to call it that. Just like they say they don't smoke you, they're just not allowed to call it that.
They're
But
not
they do.
called that.
It's called corrective action. And yes, of course, it might not be as bad as it used to, like 10 years
But-
ago or whatever, but it still happens. So don't think,
It
that's what I'm
happens.
saying. Don't think about it, just execute, be prepared.
They
You
just
have
hold
to,
your back.
mental strength is extremely
Don't drop
important.
it. Do not drop it.
Just
I'm telling
as
you, do not
important
drop your
as
back.
physical strength. I'm telling you, like I said, you
Very
may not be
important.
the strongest soldier physically, but if you try your best and you have mental strength, they will see that, they will care, and you will get through.
Yes.
Do your best, volunteer. Like I said, not too much. Don't be a kiss ass.
Yeah. And if you don't volunteer, they're gonna pick you anyway.
That's
so
what I'm
just
saying.
go
Like
ahead.
intermediate. Don't be the kisses though.
If you
either, but
be the one that never
don't be
volunteers,
the lazy
they gonna notice
dirtbag
it.
that don't shoot, do shit,
And you
or
might
hide.
be like
Don't
PG
notice
or
that shit.
something. PG or squad leader.
Okay, so this is a thing. If you're like especially shy, the one who never sounds off, the little boys, they will
They will put you in a
intentionally
position for
pick you
to sign
as a
out.
PG. So sound the fuck off.
Just do
What
it.
is a PG? It's kind of like the leader of the platoon for the moment. Like, they're the ones who say, like, for example, form up, sit down, the ones who follow them for chow or whatever. So you have to, you're like the leader for the moment. You have to be loud. You're the person responsible for the personnel and weapons count. You have to do that shit correctly. And I know, like, it might sound stupid or childish in the moment, but everything that we do in basic training is for a reason. And it prepares us for things in the big army. For example, when you're in chow, you have 2 cups and you always hold them like this. Why? Because when you throw grenades, and that's a requirement at the end of basic training, throwing 2 live grenades, you hold them the exact same way. When we're taught squad attacks, a lot of them is staggered lines. That's why we have a staggered formation for chow. Like, everything that happens here is for a reason. It may seem stupid in the moment, like this is bullshit or whatever, but no, trust me, later it will make sense.
For a reason.
Everything.
And yes, we stay out in the woods.
Oh, that's what they call when we go to the field. So the ruck marches are usually at the end of this phase, and we finish that, and then we go on to the next phase. So it's 3 ruck marches. The hammer is in red phase because ever since COVID we have yellow phase, which I'm gonna tell you right now it's kind of like just to let the people who have COVID go away, and it's just a bunch of classes.
Yellow phase is the worst.
They're not supposed to smoke you, but they still do. Supposedly they're not supposed to, but they still do. It's just a bunch of classes. The only ones that are really important are like Sharp and EOS.
Pay attention
Equal Opportunity. Yes, but the rest is just really bullshit. You still have to pay attention to it. Stay awake through it. It's kind of hard.
Please don't fall asleep.
It's just as tedious for drill sergeants to give these classes as it is for us to try to stay awake through them. But do not be that person.
They're gonna be like, okay, I got you later.
Oh no, it depends on my company. They would have us all in the front leaning rest through the whole class if any of us fell asleep.
Boy, just stand up. That's all you have to do.
No, because literally they will tell you they do not get mad. Like, if you feel like you're falling asleep, stand up and go to the mat. That's to the back. Sorry. That's why when you do fall asleep, they get even more pissed because they're just like, "What the fuck? We gave you the opportunity, bro. Are you serious?"
Gave you the opportunity.
And it is kind of disrespectful for them, especially because they're drill sergeants. They're not like high school or middle school teachers, so they have to give these damn classes. But whatever. Anyways, the first ruck march you have is at the end of red phase, and it is the hammer. 5 miles, rucking. Honestly, even though it's the least distance for a lot of people, the hammer is the worst one. Because it's your first one. You're not used to it. You're breaking yourself in, your feet and whatever. Honestly, with the hammer, it's like when everyone had the worst blisters.
Yes.
That's when you start learning like squat attacks. You learn how to low crawl and
squat
high crawl.
attack is really actually fun.
You learn a lot of stuff, like about being in the field, the basics. You learn how to set up your tarp, how to put the tarp. You learn how to put security, which you're always going to do in ruck marches.
And you also do high crawl, low crawl.
And when you're in the field, you literally learn how to stay at the field, like you're deployed at the field, legit. And they even have simulations of like nukes and bombs and like weapons firing like all night, like if you're legit in the field, and they wake you up with the nuke exploding.
Oh my God.
And you have to say like, take cover or incoming.
Take cover, incoming.
Lovely way to wake up.
Boy, those days.
Right. I don't know about you, but when they had us like learning how to low crawl and shit, they literally had us in terrain which was full of rocks. Like all our legs were so bruised, and the company commander got mad. He was like, "Yeah, we're not using that terrain again for training. Like, fuck that." Well, anyways, the second
is the Enville.
Yes.
That
7.5 miles,
and that was easier than the 5.1 to me. It was very
to
easy.
me too. To a lot of people, like I said, usually we're not going to talk about the forge right now. We'll get into that. That's the worst one. That's the last one. That is like all of the ruck marches are graduation requirements, but that is the ruck marches to end all ruck marches. Okay, so for the hammer, you only stay 2 days, 1 night in the field. For ammo,
or it depends on your company.
Because I stayed 3 days, 2 nights. Yeah, us too. We only stayed 1 night, 2 days. It's the same for everyone.
And the second one, the hammer, we did like 1 night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 night, 2 days.
I mean, the anvil, we did 1 night too.
Well, they were gonna shorten this for us, but they didn't. And for the forge, it's 3 nights, 4 days, and the forge is 10 miles. And each ruck march, I don't know why. So, like I said, it's legit. Like when you're deployed in the field, you learn about your control station. which is like deep in the woods, hidden. And each ruck march, it's like more hidden and deeper
And
than
if you
the ruck
don't like
march before.
bugs
Yeah,
or
get
spiders,
fucked,
get
girl.
rid
You
of
gotta
it.
get
Like,
used to
get
it.
used to it. Like, I still not done. When they get close to it, I'm
Oh, and ladies, females, I know it sounds stupid and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But you still have to have your hair on point, even in the field. So get yourself a little mini hairspray, a comb.
Yes.
You could like wet your hair in the water, buffalo, comb that shit out and do it by yourself to make your life easier. The donuts for the buns. And if you don't have that, then they will literally make you make a donut out of a sock, and you have to use that.
Have. Or it depends on what company also.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you a tip. Really, just do it. It makes
Oh,
it looks
the
more professional.
forge.
It looks better.
It does.
And the forge. So in the forge, you basically apply and learn everything you've learned from the
Everything
beginning.
you learn.
Everything.
You get engraved on it. Like you're doing first aid.
Everything.
You're doing squad attack.
911. Line medevac. I
911.
wanted to say 911, but line medevac. Yeah.
That too.
You learn about it. And if you want, like I'm saying, make your life easier and all this shit we're saying, look it up and learn it before you go if you're about to
Yes.
ship out. Because they will test you on this and all of these are requirements to learn, like especially in first aid, how to apply a tourniquet, the difference between a hasty tourniquet and the regular one.
Hasty tourniquet.
Yeah. High and tight above the clothes. On the clothes.
And not on the joint.
No, and then the other tourniquet, the one I'm saying, is 2 to 3 inches above the wound. But you'll learn more about that.
Oh,
I'm sorry
you
if I'm
have
a little
Nick
rusty.
at night. You have
I
Nick
already
at night.
graduated, guys, but I have my notebook full of notes with all that.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick at night is not as hard as they make it seem. Oh, this
It's
is
just
another
very
thing.
tiring.
The drill sergeants will stress the fuck out of you with an event, like terrorize you, but it honestly,
And it doesn't.
it's in reverse psychology what they do, but in a
It
way
is.
it is better for you because you prepare about it so
Prepare
much,
for
and then
the
you're
worst,
just like,
guys.
it's not that bad. Train as you fight. That's always what they say, and it is very true. Nick at night. Okay, so when you're gonna learn how to low crawl and high crawl, you're gonna see why people hate low crawling.
Yeah,
It's tiring, it's horrible, it's so much slower. But I have good news for you. Even though they tell you to low crawl through Nick at night, you can high crawl. High crawl.
High crawl.
Do
For
not
our
waste your
company,
time
We did high crawl
and
all
high
the way
crawl.
through.
My company too. I think everyone does high crawl because I'm telling you, the barbed
not do
wires
low
are
crawl.
very high up. Don't waste your time.
Our drill sergeant
Don't
would
get
tell
your
people
weapon
that
full
was
of
low
sand.
crawling to high crawl. So high crawl.
This
don't
is the
low crawl.
thing. Your weapon, you're gonna have to clean it,
Oh,
and
God.
when you return it, like when you hand it in, that shit has to be shiny, impeccable. So make it easy on yourself. Because either way, like, of course it's gonna get dirty at Nick at night. But if you low crawl, that shit is really gonna get full of sand. Like make it easy.
And
for
don't keep
yourself.
nothing on you you don't want to lose.
Bring Q-tips. Like bring a whole pack of Q-tips for when you get your weapon in white face. Because you're going to be cleaning your weapon a lot. And you're going to be using a lot of Q-tips. And like I said, you never know when it's going to be the next time that you go
In
to
a
the
white
troop store.
face, you qualifying your weapon.
So if any of you already shoot, congratulations, good for you. Don't be cocky about it. Don't say anything. The drill sergeants
Because
hate that.
those that still know how to shoot still couldn't zero.
There's a lot that couldn't. Some of you can. Some of you couldn't. Just be low-key about it. Natural. Okay, I've shot before. Whatever. Try. And if you haven't, if you can, at least learn the basics. Go to a range, do that. And if you can't,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. You'll just do it here.
Trust me, you can do it.
We did.
But I never shot a weapon before.
Me
And
neither.
do not call it a gun. Call it a weapon.
They
You will
hate
get
that
smoked for
shit.
that too.
Yep.
And they'd be like, what?
This isn't a game.
A what?
It's a weapon, not a gun. They say shit like that. Drill sergeants are very funny. They're very creative with the stuff they say.
They are. And make sure you stay at ease.
Oh, baby.
I don't care.
Oh.
And if you like
Okay,
Delta
and
310,
if it's
stay
a-
at ease. Coming in, when they come out and come and go back in, stay at ease. Because if you
It
don't, you
depends
get
on the
smoked
company.
too.
Okay.
For
This
Delta
is the
310.
important thing. You always say at ease when the drill sergeants come in, but some companies make you say it, like hers, Delta 310, when they leave the room too. Like in my company, Bravo 310, they didn't like that shit. They never taught us. Like we never knew
Yeah.
you were supposed to do it, and so we noticed how other companies did it. But we don't say at ease when they leave, only when they come in. And this is the thing that a lot of people fuck up and they get smoked for. Only call at ease when there's a drill sergeant. Okay, so let's say there's a drill sergeant comes in You call at ease. Another drill sergeant comes in. Don't call at ease because
Do
it's
not
already a
call.
drill sergeant.
They're gonna look
there.
at you like
You only call at ease or attention if someone else first outranks them. If someone outranks them. So let's say that, okay, drill sergeant is there, you call at ease. The first sergeant comes in, you call at ease again because the first sergeant outranks the drill sergeant. And if it's like, for example, the company commander or an officer or lieutenant, you don't call at ease. You say attention, and you go to the position of attention. If you're outside, only if you are outside, you salute. If you're not outside, don't do that shit. You only call attention. You never salute indoors.
Do not salute. So you guys, there will be a part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please come back for part 2. Yeah, I know I am not in uniform. I recorded this way back in August. So I just wanted to show you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share this video out. It will help if you know someone that's gonna join and leave in the next couple of days. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section down below. Feel free, don't hesitate. If you don't leave a comment, you can email me and I will reply back to that too. So yeah.